This week, the Chargers proved that their fan base is really more of an idea than, people. Also missing from the NFL this week was any and all defense. That's right, NFL defense now just consists of the Chiefs starting an overweight Justin Houston at free safety and Jalen Ramsey hurling insults at the quarterback from 200 feet away. Because, of course, anything more than that would result in a flag. Speaking of which, the NFL is run by morons. Of course, for the 247th consecutive week, the number one story in the league is these refs, man. The last time a group of old white guys was this incompetent was last week. It was last week. But hey, at least the NFL is an institution with a solid foundation of honesty and integrity that has never given us a reason to doubt their decision-making ever. Also, the Browns got
Fusion. Ha!
Welcome to What the Football. I'm your host and SeatGeek acolyte, TJ Carpenter. And you will use the promo code WTFootball. You will get $20 off your first purchase, and you will submit to the overwhelming ticket purchasing and planet-destroying power of SeatGeek. SeatGeek, the Death Star of ticket brokers. Also, don't forget this week to check out Joshua Briscoe's most recent attempt to infect all of you with the Chiefs virus. But right now, it's time for the top 10 stories of the week. Number 10. Can a player be a billion yards open?
Play action, looking for a wide open receiver, and it's a touchdown for Trey Burton.
Yeah, he can. Mitchell Trubisky threw for 6 touchdowns on Sunday, basically invalidating anything Patrick Mahomes has done so far. See, Matt Nagy, who's the head coach of the Bears, used to be the OC for the Chiefs and ran a bunch of plays that the Chiefs did on Sunday and scored a bunch of points. The Bears' offense is the Chiefs' offense, but clever. Basically proving that the quarterback is totally irrelevant. Number 9. The Cowboys won a game, not a good game, not against a good opponent. It's a game that gave us nothing. Except for the fun-sized fact that Cole Beasley is 2 feet tall. Also, it gave us this.
On first down, it's a 4-man rush. It's protected. Now Prescott thinking about running, and he falls down, gets up, and then gets decked. And now flag. It was almost like Prescott thought it was college rules and then got up, and now we get a penalty. Romeo Okwara is the guy that came in on the hit, but let's sort this all out.
This is how stupid the NFL officiating problem is. I mean, what are we even doing here? Is he supposed to know that the rules aren't the rules? The NFL is officially the dumbest billion-dollar industry on the planet. Oh, I'm sorry. You were supposed to know that a quarterback cannot be tackled once he is a runner who has himself forgotten the rules. Once he forgets the rules, that means the rules are no longer applicable. So saith the NFL. Number 8, the Bills lost to the Packers, surprising absolutely no one. Also, Josh Allen had a lot of NyQuil on this throw. Did you know that the Bills drafted Josh Allen even though there was no law or NFL rule requiring them to do so? But out of the kindness of the hearts, and most importantly the spines of the fine people of Buffalo, they drafted Josh Allen because they care. Number 7, I hate everyone around AJ Green ruining his greatness. All of you suck. I hate you, ref, for making this stupid call. I hate you, offensive lineman, for making this dumb penalty. I hate you, Andy Dalton, for screwing up this throw a second time. And I hate you, Marvin Lewis, for unimaginative play calling. Apparently, there are 2 things that you get appointed to for life: the Supreme Court and coach of the Bengals. The only difference is that if you get accused of sexual assault, you don't get to keep your job as the head coach of the Bengals. Number 6, no one makes winning look more difficult than the Houston Texans. Why you gotta make things so difficult on yourselves, Houston? The Texans are the only team in the league where handing the ball off is not a sure thing. Although I suppose if you're a fan of physics, all of the dark matter around Bill O'Brien's chin creating a black hole would explain a lot of the suck in Houston. Number 5, the Chargers won a game on Sunday and no one in LA was there to see it. Look, I know Chargers fans once existed, but I'll be honest with you. Last time I saw one in the wild was a few years ago. It's been a minute. Look, I leave room for the possibility that we are all just living in a simulation. I also leave room for the possibility that Chargers fans are real. Look, maybe they're all just hiding in that tunnel Elon Musk is building underneath LA. Probably smoking weed with Joe Rogan. And to be honest with you, that sounds a lot more interesting and fun than a Chargers game. The Chargers' 2-2 start to the season would be shocking if you didn't take into consideration that they are injury riddled, like always, and they play 16 road games. Number 3, we are lost as a society. There are so many things that can go wrong in a football game, and Cleveland has experienced most of them. Being boned by the refs is not a new concept for Cleveland, although extent to which said boning occurred on Sunday might be.
We're short of the 19-yard line. It'll be fourth down.
Look, whenever you think something is the worst, stop. Realize that worse is a deep, deep hole, and at the bottom of that hole is the Cleveland Browns. Look, Cleveland actually seems good this year. Their defense in particular seems good this year, and yet I am saying all of this to you with a straight face while you watch them give up 45 points to the Raiders. Number 2, Case Keenum.
Case
Keenum, who has the accuracy and apparently decision-making power of a tennis ball machine, is throwing that ball into a black hole of oblivion, whether there was a receiver on the other end or not. Keenum has been about as useful as an AOL CD somebody sent you in 1995 and for some reason took 23 years to get to your house. The result? Denver loses because Case Keenum commits to the decisions he makes, even if that decision is throwing the ball nowhere or Bill O'Brien's chin. The difference between a human and a computer is that a human can know when its automated decision making will result in disaster and then can change that decision to save itself because it's not a big dumb adding machine. It would appear as though Case Keenum ran out of internet minutes. And if you don't get that reference, you probably don't get why Case Keenum is a starting quarterback in the NFL either. Number 1, what Patrick Mahomes has done through 4 weeks of the NFL season is truly amazing. And all he needed to do it was have the fastest wide receiver in the history of the league, the best tight end in the league, a top 3 running back, maybe the greatest offensive mind in the history of the sport, help from the refs again, and then 4 truly putrid defenses with subpar head coaching. What a remarkable feat for Patrick Mahomes 4 weeks into the season. And good job by the refs to know that you do not interrupt a Hall of Famer in the middle of doing Hall of Fame stuff. I mean, they knew not to interrupt Tom Brady. They knew not to interrupt John Elway. They know that Patrick Mahomes has earned all of the credit and clout that Tom Brady and John Elway have in their careers. 4 weeks into the season. Just like Nick Foles and Joe Flacco and Robert Griffin III and Jamarcus Russell. Look, I'm sure that this will continue and he'll have absolutely no problems whatsoever. And he'll retire with 15 Super Bowls and then he'll become president of football operations for the Kansas City Chiefs, wherein he will hold that franchise hostage for a decade, submarining every possible good decision they could possibly make in the draft or free agency. So enjoy that. And no one will be able to say jack about it. Don't forget to check out our other WT football videos here on WatchMojo. Also subscribe to our Watch Phantom channel when you get a chance. We're on all of the social media crap out there. So follow us wherever we may be on the internetscape.